I'm so nervous already. Anytime I talk to anybody from Star Trek or I can't, I start getting super nervous. I don't know how to address you. Do I address you as Captain or is Todd okay?
Like, I get it. Sire.
Sire, that's perfect.
My
I can
liege.
do that. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Were you a fan of Star Trek before Picard?
Oh, Michael. So when I was 6 years old, my cousin Tori gifted me my first action figures, Kirk, Spock, and McCoy. And so I was playing with those action figures in 1974, watching the animated series, watching the original series. So my love for Trek goes way back.
Your character is so good. When I first saw it, I'm like, oh, here we go. Here's another character, a Starfleet officer that's disrespectful to Picard for no reason. You know, I'm an eye roll.
Oh, I had my reasons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's what I loved about it is like you keep watching. There is a reason. And at the end of your arc, you're like, I wish this guy had his own spinoff. I would watch a show starring your character.
I don't disagree with you.
Did you get mad at your buddy Terry for killing you off?
Well, look, I'm Spock dead, right? I'm as dead as the plot needs me. I mean, look, Data's died, Picard has died, Spock is like, I'm as dead as the plot needs, and I think poetically, it was a beautiful karmic circle that he was able to pay back that, because this is a guy who wondered why he was left alive, and then he has a chance to understand why he was left alive, to finish the job that was not completed when he was a young cadet.
Now, did you keep anything from set? If I was on a Star Trek set, which I would never be, I don't think that would be allowed, but I would try to, take my costume home or something. What did you take?
No, because it doesn't belong to me.
Oh, see? Yeah, the legalities of it. I forgot.
I mean, if I did, it would be, wouldn't it be cool to be able to take home your badge or something like that? That would be cool if that could have happened.
But you get to take yourself home, your character home, because now you have your own action figure.
And all my memories.
Yeah.
And
and your action figure.
6.
How is that? Isn't that incredible? They do incredible work. I have several figures from them.
They're ridiculous. And my joke is, if you had told 6-year-old Todd that someday he would have an action figure based on a Starfleet captain he played, 6-year-old Todd would go, yeah, that totally tracks. That's the plan, man. Good thing you're making good on our dreams. But yeah, I mean, it's so humbling and it's so cool. It is one of those pinch me moments that I'm a nerd who collects this stuff, and to be able to add myself to the collection is just such a level of absurdity.
One last Star Trek. I could talk about Star Trek all day with you.
Please, I'm here for it.
If your character, Captain Shaw, was to pick any first officer out of the entire Star Trek universe, who do you think it would be and why? Have you thought about that?
Shaw would pick, he would pick 7 of 9.
Yeah.
Because he did pick 7 of 9. I think Shaw had a lot of growth that he needed to do, and so by hiring a person who was a former Borg allowed him to confront fears and prejudices in himself. Plus, she was the best choice. She challenged him on things that needed challenging, and he knew that she would do that. So a good captain chooses a first officer that isn't a yes man,
right,
that challenges his order. So no matter how you slice it, no matter what time continuum, it'll always come up 7 of 9.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I thought that was one of the best arcs there in that entire story.
Thank you. The writers, that's all the writers. They crafted an amazing character, an amazing arc, and I just got to sing the song that they wrote.
I love that season so much. There wasn't an episode that went by that I didn't tear up at some point. Whether
Pretty
it was
good, right?
Seeing
Here's a fun story. So we're on the couch watching the 2-part finale, and my character is dying in the arms of Jerry, and I look over at my wife, and she's all misty-eyed, and I was there, so
yeah,
I knew what happened. And she's all misty-eyed, and she's sitting there, and then 2 scenes later, when those bay doors open and you see the Enterprise D, I'm crying like a baby.
Yeah.
And she's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, you can't possibly understand how beautiful this moment is.
Oh, yeah. I had tears streaming at that moment.
I don't cry when my character dies, but I cry when we see the old girl.
Which was, by the way, a complete shock to me. I'm pretty good at guessing where things are going. I couldn't guess anything. This was incredible.
So good.
It was so good that it reignited my love of Star Trek, where I had to go. We usually go to Star Trek Las Vegas every year. I typically go because I enjoy Star Trek.
Good seg, because we're doing it this year, right?
Absolutely. Well, I'm going to ask you afterwards. I'm debating. Right before you came on, I was talking to these guys. I'm like, are we going or are we not going? But now you're making me want to go again.
Come on. Plus the 12 Monkeys reunion?
And I'm getting into 12 Monkeys now because of Terry Matalas. I had to go and shake Terry's hand. I went to Vegas for a day because my great-grandmother was passing away and I didn't want to be gone too long.
Sorry.
So I was like, I got to go at least to go shake this guy's hand because I can't imagine the stress as being a showrunner, and dealing with the fans and,
it's a lot.
The critique. Yeah. So I just had to thank him in person. So I flew to Vegas, shook his hand. He was super sweet. And I said, we got to have you on the show. And he goes, yeah, absolutely. And then I think is where I scared him off. I said, I'm going to build a Terry Matalas shrine in the studio. This is why I think I scared him. Because
that wouldn't scare him off. He'd love it.
Well, I did. I built one right here, and it's right behind me. There's a little candles with the Terry. So the joke was I was going to keep that up until he came on. But I think I don't know if that scared him away or not. So it's been up for a year. We got to get him. Let Terry know we're not creeps and it's just a bit. But
he'll love a shrine built to
It's
him.
there's candles. I
have a Terry Matalas shrine tattoo on my arm because it has my monkey. It has West 7, and then it has my badge, my rank, and my ship.
Oh, that is awesome. That is really. You all have the 12 monkey tattoo, right?
All.
Not everybody.
I'm the
okay.
Only one.
Okay.
Only one.
I thought
they all chickened out. So
you worked with Terry previously on 12 Monkeys. Is that where you guys met?
Yeah, we met on 12. You would have thought we would have met on Enterprise, but we didn't. Or maybe we did, and we just don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met when I auditioned for 12 Monkeys all those years ago.
I remember when 12 Monkeys came out, and I was reading Entertainment Weekly or whatever, and it had great reviews, and it was a show I really wanted to watch, but I didn't have cable, so I couldn't watch it at the time.
Sure.
But I'm catching up with it now. I feel like I hear more people talk about it now thanks to streaming. Do you feel like the show's getting a new life because of all that?
100%. I think, at the time it was kind of tucked away on the Sci-Fi Channel. It was based on a cult hit. It wasn't based on a mega blockbuster. And so I think it had a very passionate and loyal audience, but it was not a large one. I think now, because of the spotlight that has been thrown on Terry and Picard, people are going back to see where he came from, and then they discover, oh, wait, Stashwick's there too. So yeah, it was. I was fortunate to get cast as an antagonist villain for season 1, and then literally when I was shooting the last episode of season 1 that I was in, Terry sat down at breakfast across me. He goes, "I have so many ideas for Deacon for season 2 and forward." And then it was in that moment that he got on the phone and made me a series regular with casting. So
wow.
That's when he put a ring on it, and we have been fast friends and
collaborators
ever since, and we have a very amazing shorthand. We think we share a brain often, and so he's able to communicate to me very quickly, and I get what he's wanting from me. So it's a lot of fun.
Well, if you're a new fan of 12 Monkeys or an old fan, you're in luck because you guys will all be doing that reunion at Star Trek Las Vegas, which is another reason to go.
Yeah.
So if you're a Star Trek
fan, it's the first time.
It's the first time you guys have been together?
First time we're doing a reunion.
Wow.
The last time that we were together at a convention was when we were advertising for season 3, I think. So I think this is the first time at a con after the show has ended that they've reunited the cast, and we're going to do a panel, and we're going to do photo ops, and we're going to do autographs, and it's going to be me, Aaron, Amanda Schewel, Kirk Acevedo, Emily Hampshire, Terry Matalas, and Chris Monfett. Chris is one of our writers and producers, and so It's going to be exciting because it's the first time we've all been back together on a stage.
I'm excited.
At once.
Well, now you sold me. I literally was just telling them, guys, I don't know if we're going to go, but now we got to go. So even if it's going to be for a day again, I got to go. So
I love it.
Tell me about your Kickstarter. You're also big into Dungeons and Dragons.
As you can see, I am neck deep in D&D. It scratches a lot of itches for me. It scratches improv itch, a theater itch, a love of fantasy, a nostalgic itch. So me and my buddy David Nett created a Kickstarter called ProgCore Fantasy that captures the vibe of dark fantasy from the 70s and 80s, like Rankin and Bass, Hobbit, Bakshi's Lord of the Rings, Legend, Dragon Slayer, Excalibur, and then all that great music of them, like Styx and Zeppelin and Tangerine Dream and all that crazy synth Kansas. So we're doing a Kickstarter to create a multimedia project. It's going to be a short animation. It's going to be an album of proggy music. It's going to be an actual play documentary style where we play D&D in my nerd lair, and it's going to be a source book that explains what ProgCore style playing is, as well as a campaign setting. So the first half of the book is going to be tips, advice, and tricks and point of view on how to elevate the wonder, mystery, and danger of your games. And then the second half is going to be stories. Terry Matalas is writing one. Chris Monfetta is writing one. Stories set in our world of fear. So it's going to be a huge package. We've already reached over half funding already. So if people want to check it out and they're just into dark fantasy, you don't need to play D&D. There's going to be something for everybody there.
Awesome. And we can get that link on your Instagram or website. How's the best way to reach you?
T Stashwick on Instagram, Todd Stashwick on X. And you can go to ProgCore, prog like in prog rock, PROG, corefantasy.com, ProgCoreFantasy.com. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate Eric. Were you going to say something?
Yeah, I have a question. So, okay. I play a lot of D&D. My partner as well. Yeah. So, what is your go-to class and race? I
love half-elves and I love sorcerers.
Ooh,
my character is a sorcerer ranger. When I was a kid, in 79, I played a half-elf fighter magic user. And so I wanted to carry on that tradition. I'm a very meat and potatoes player. I just like, give me a spell, give me a sword, give me some armor, a fireball now and again, give me my party, throw some monsters at me, let's find some treasure and tell a story together.
All right, awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Well, Todd, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And let Terry know we're not stalkers, but we will see you guys in Vegas.
You're not stalkers.
I see online that you guys are going to be there from 3 to 5 on Saturday. We'll be there. Can you imagine?
Yeah, right. You'll be there,
right?
With binoculars,
right?
From across,
exactly. Yeah. No, thank you guys so much for your work. Thank you guys for sharing your art with us. It's incredible.
Absolute pleasure. It is. I'm one of those people that I'm spending my adult life living the childhood of my dreams.
Yeah, that is the dream, right? That's we just want to play, and that's awesome.
100%.
Well,
Meaning of life.
Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate it.
Cheers.